Hello, autofillers. Please excuse the nasalness. I've been under the weather. Recently, we received an email from one of our users regarding data privacy, and today I'd like to go over some of that in this video. I'll read parts of the email. Dear Privacy Policy Team, my main question revolves around data access permissions. Specifically, I would like to understand if your service has access to browser tabs that I am not actively using it on. For example, if I have two tabs open on the same website, one tab where I actively use Lightning Autofill for filling a form with non sensitive information, and a second tab containing sensitive information where the service is not being used. Does Lightning Autofill have the ability to read or access the data on that second unused tab? I value my data privacy and would greatly appreciate a detailed explanation of how your service ensures the security and privacy of users' information in such scenarios. That's actually a very good question, and I value privacy as well. The short answer to the question is yes. However, to understand the situation requires a longer explanation. As a little experiment, go to this page, Chrome colon // extensions. Here you will see all of your extensions, both enabled and disabled. I want you to click the details button of one of your extensions. You can go over all of your extensions later, but for this video, we'll just look at one extension. I'm going to look at the details for Loom. Go under the permissions section, and right below that, you should see site access. Allow this extension to read and change all your data on websites you visit. If that is set to on all sites, then that extension has access to all your tabs, regardless of what the extension developer says to you. Lightning Autofill also has access to all your tabs because it's required in order to perform its core functionalities. For example, autofilling and the various automations. I want to point out and highlight one statement from the email. Let me find it here. Where I actively use Lightning Autofill. There's actually no such concept with Chrome extensions. Whether you actively use an extension or not, if the extension has the permissions, these permissions here, and the extension is enabled, then it will have access to the contents of any tab you open, even if you never quote unquote actively use that extension on the tab. However, the more important question to ask is, does the extension capture your private data and send it anywhere like an external server? Lots of extensions sell your data in the form of clickstream data. So you need to be aware of this. I'll put a link in the description for more information on this topic. We recommend you install a program like Wireshark to monitor all your network packets to ensure none of your current extensions are sending your data anywhere suspicious. Don't just monitor once, monitor continuously and also at random times into the future because many Clever hackers will only steal your data and send it outside after a long delay, like some days, weeks, or even months after you start using the extension. As we proudly say on our landing page under privacy and security, we respect your privacy, so Lightning Autofill does not and will never record your browsing history or track your activities in any way. No Google Analytics, no tracking pixels, no cookies, nothing. What's implied but not clearly stated is that this means we also never send your data anywhere, except if you use Cloud Sync to have your data sent to Google Sheets, your own Google Sheets. In fact, we encourage you to monitor Lightning Autofill and compare it to your other extensions. In summary, even though on a technical level, the Lightning Autofill extension has access to your other tabs, it doesn't read the contents of those tabs. The only time it will read the contents is if the tab is active and you instruct it to generate autofill rules via the info bar, in which case the values in the form fields will be read and placed into the value column of the rules table in Lightning Autofill Options Form Fields tab. Anyway, we hope this video will help you become more informed and in turn protect your privacy from all browser extensions, not just Lightning Autofill. Until next time,